Hey, g'day. This is different. This is my wife, Janine.
Hello.
We've been together now for nearly 40 years.
40 long years, you mean?
40 long years. And I know that'll come as a surprise to anyone watching my channel, regular watchers, because, well, I'm only home half the year, out collecting rocks and stuff. I think Janine enjoys that just as much as I do.
I enjoy it a lot.
So anyway, I convinced her to come on a rock hunt with me, which is why we're both here now. As long as we didn't sleep in the car, and we could stay at nice hotels along the way. So we made a bit of a holiday of it and collected rocks as we went. And I know a lot of you might be thinking, gee, someone's punching above their weight a bit here. But you know what? She has a good sense of humour. So yeah, this is our combined rock hunt. Thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel. I make videos on all things rock related, from finding, cutting and polishing, even a few helpful hints along the way. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. It doesn't cost anything, it's free to subscribe, and it will help me build my channel. Okay, our first stop was a place called Gracetown. It does have rocks, a form of unakite, but we've been there before, and I've been there before, and I've already got enough unakites. I didn't bother collecting, but some really nice scenery. I'll show some photos. From there we went to Baranup Curry Forest, which actually, I found a rock. You'll be surprised. But it wasn't the idea of going there, it was just another scenery trip. From there we went to Albany and visited Janine's dad.
Yep, hi Dad.
Said hi to him. And then the rock hunt started in earnest as we went to Ravensthorpe. Now Ravensthorpe, there's a lot of copper mines in Ravensthorpe. And what we're after at the location we went to first was Chrysocolla. So we've got a few nice pieces of Chrysocolla, along with a few pieces of Azurite as well. From there it was a short couple of kilometre trip to an old copper smelter in Ravensthorpe again, and we found this. This is it's slag basically from the old smelter where they used to melt the copper, and this is just what they scrape off the top. From there we went to Esperance, another more of a holiday place. Beautiful beaches. You'll be surprised how good those beaches are.
Water's so blue.
Beautiful. And from there to Norseman. Now Norseman, I've shown you a few times, this is where you get Dendritic Opalite. So this is Dendritic Opalite, or common opal. The dendrites are the branches that run through it. From there we went to Widgymultha. Widgymultha has
This one?
Lepidolite. What they've done is there's a lithium mine there, and they've blocked the road in with big boulders of lepidolite. That's fine by me, we collected heaps. Now from there we went to Kalgoorlie for a few nights. What was that? Went to Kalgoorlie for a few nights and were collecting, what were we collecting? Opalite again, from two locations. One of them, I think you've got that one, yes. So this is again a dendritic sort of opalite, but in very different colours to what you find at Norseman. From there it was a couple of 100 metres trip to find some beautiful mint green opalite.
This is my favourite. It looks like a mint slice cake.
From there, after a couple of nights in Kalgoorlie, we went to Hyden, which you don't collect rocks at Hyden, but you view rocks. There's a beautiful big rock called Wave Rock. So yeah, hang around for that as well. That's worth viewing. And from there, we went to the rock shop. So we're on our way home. We popped into the rock shop that I always go to, and I bought 3 buckets of rocks. One of them, because the thing is, these rocks are all available in that state of Western Australia, but we had to go a lot further north if we wanted to get them. So this is one called Zebra Rock, as opposed to Zebra Stone, which is the brown and beige coloured one. The Zebra Quartz, it's always also called. Then we picked up a bucket of amethyst. This is amethyst. Everyone knows what amethyst is. And then also a whole bucket, what about 10 kilos, of peanut wood. This is peanut wood. And from there, that was it. End of holiday. Off we go to home. I hope you enjoy the video.
See ya.
Alright, so our first stop was Cororamup Bay in Gracetown. Gracetown was the scene of a tragedy back in about 96 it was. I won't dwell on that. If you want to look it up, just check out the Gracetown tragedy. It's a beautiful place. Nice surfing beaches, nice wildflowers. But yeah, just really nice scenery. There is rock here. What is it? It is unakite. but I've got plenty. Next up, we met out with our longtime friend Jackie, and we went to the Baranap Karri Forest. It's a magnificent place, this huge karri trees. Oh look, I even found a rock. I don't know who left that there, but we left it there for someone else to find. So yeah, these huge karri trees are right alongside the road. The road actually goes right through the forest. It's magnificent. It's a beautiful place. These two clowns. There's Janine, myself and Jackie. A tree hugging ceremony. From there we went to Ravensthorpe. So we stayed at Margaret River or Baranap for 2 days and headed off to Ravensthorpe. This is Ravensthorpe. It's pretty much a copper mining town as far as I understand it. And this was one of the copper mines that we went to. We were finding this here. This is Chrysocolla for the most part. There are bits of maybe malachite and azurite as well, as you'll see. But yeah, the main thing is this Chrysocolla. It's a very soft rock. It can be difficult to tumble. Janine is actually collecting here a few pieces to scatter around the rock garden to make it a bit more colourful. There's the old, I don't know, what is it, shaft? And this is what we found. This is some of what we found. This is the Chrysocolla. There's my beautiful wife. Again, Chrysocolla. And these are the tiny little bits of azurite that we found. Always associated with Chrysocolla and copper. Azurite and malachite. And here's a few of the rocks that came home with us. We only really picked the more solid ones. Some of it's very fragile, like if you hit it with a hammer it'll just shatter. So we kept mainly solid pieces. These are the azurite pieces. Again, they're just going to be scattered around the rock garden for decoration. Not a lot you can do with them. That's a nice piece. Got those weird little veins. Maybe that's malachite, the way it's got those veins in there. From there we went to an old copper smelter a few kilometres away. This is huge. Absolutely huge. It's just all the, I guess it's when they heat up the copper and you get that sort of slag forming on the top. They scrape it off and this is what's left. Some really nice colours in this stuff. It reflects the light in like rainbow patterns. For something with a horrible name, slag, it can actually look pretty nice. And I picked up a few pieces and brought home with us just because that looked nice. Rainbows on it. This one here sort of looks like tiger iron the way it's formed. And this last piece I'm going to try cutting to see what sort of patterns you find on the inside. From there we hit the road again, heading towards Esperance. Actually we went to Albany in between, but I don't have any photos of that. So this is Esperance. Beautiful beaches here in Esperance. There she is again, hello. Admiring the view. Beautiful beaches. Every turn that you take towards the coast will take you to a new beautiful beach. This is one of them, I think. I don't know what that was. 9 Mile Beach, I'm not sure. This was another beach. And there's wildflowers as well. What was the name of that beach? I'm not sure. I wandered around on the rocks up here, took some photos. This is not a rock collecting place, it was just a scenery stopover for a few nights. And a little bit further on from Esperance is Cape Le Grand. Again, not a place to collect rocks, but there are some really impressive rocks here. This big rock mountain, very impressive. As you drive around further around this side, you can see that it's actually that cave up the top there, that rock at the top there is a cave, it's hollow. The moon was coming up, so I thought I would see if I could get some photos of the rock against the moon. Not too bad, the telephoto lens. And this is what it looks like, so I would have loved to have gone up there, but it was late in the day, we're running out of time. Maybe next time. Plus you wanted to drive along the beach. You can drive along the beaches here, it's fantastic fun. Lots of people do it, and so did we. So, what did we do there? We went to another beach just around the corner. I saw some flowers on the way. And there was another big, there's that cave again. There was a big sort of, what would you call it, a monolith type thing. There it is there, that's me down the bottom. Really weird, just sticking up out of nowhere. Then we were heading off and saw a kangaroo, a joey and its mum. You gotta be careful this time of day. This is late in the day. The kangaroos are on the move, they're feeding, and they'll just hop out in front of you. They'll actually hop into you as you're driving. From there we head off to Norseman. Norseman is known for its Dendritic Opalite, and a lot of it, as you'll see. This is Norseman. Norseman is a gold mining town. So here we are at Norseman.
Alrighty, you ready to collect some Dendritic Opalite?
Can't wait.
Look at the temperature, it's 42 degrees.
So 42 degrees
Let's go.
is about 108 Fahrenheit. But she was a real soldier. Put a wet rag around the neck and off we went. But within a few, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, the weather started to come in. So it was still 40, 42, 43 degrees, but rain was on the way. And this is the opalite. It's by the side of a railway line. They actually dug the railway line into the side of a hill. And this is all the overburden. And honestly, it's everywhere. You can't help it. You could go there for 5 minutes and fill 10 buckets. It's just colourful opalite everywhere. Opalite, common opal. Probably know it better as common opal. We call it opalite here in Western Australia. And dendritic because of the branch-like structures that run through it. And this is a selection of what we've got at Norseman, dendritic opalite. There's my lovely wife once more. And this is the storm that's coming in. It was coming in fairly fast, so we got going because we wanted to head to Widgimulfa. And here is what we got at Norseman. Some beautiful colours, beautiful textures, the dendrites running through. That's something that's becoming known as merlinite, so it's dendritic opalite with clear sections. This one here with the nice yellow patches running through it. A bit out of focus, but this one's green with a bit of red there. The yellows everywhere. The very solid colour yellows like this will tumble well. Some of the paler ones tend to break. Not like that. That's a good one. That will tumble well. Some more with the tan coloured patch running through it. That's some more merlinite. More yellows. Lots of colours here. There's greens and yellows and browns and reds if you're lucky. And these sort of bluish tones as well. Bluish aqua. Tans. Really nice. So off we head to Widgimulfa. The rain was chasing us. I took a bit of a break from driving. And this is what Widgimulfa looks like from air. And this is the lepidolite. So what it is it's a lithium mine. And one of the roads in, they've blocked using chunks of lepidolite. So we just went in with the hammers and knocked a few pieces off. And this was filmed later because it was raining at this point. So I filmed these later. And this is it, lepidolite. Beautiful. I'm saying lepidolite. It might be something different when it goes pink like this. I'm not sure. Lepidolite is the purple stuff. It could well be the pink stuff as well. But I have heard it called something else like petalite, I think it was called. Yeah, lots of beautiful pink and purple pieces from this place. Pink and purple pieces from this place. How's that? So yes, very happy. That was the main goal of this trip, was to get some more lepidolite. It was the last location we went to on the last rock hunt, so I didn't have a lot of room left. So I made sure I had room this time, and I got quite enough. But then the rain hit, so we had to get going. It made it easier to find the nice purple stuff though, because once it's wet, yeah, you can find it easier. These are some of the small pink pieces. Oh, some more purple. So there was one pink and white rock which I hit with a sledgehammer, and that was this one here. And it produced a dozen beautiful pink ones with black specks in it. And so, with the rain coming down hard, we decided to head to Kalgoorlie for a few nights. We're going to stay at Kalgoorlie. And this is it. The rain hit. The temperature dropped by about 10 degrees. And then, after 45 minutes, the sun came out and it was back up to 43 degrees again. It happens like that. And into Kalgoorlie. So Kalgoorlie is another gold mining town. What you see there, that big area, is the super pit. This is the super pit. It's a gold mine. you don't really get an understanding of how big it is, except when you see one of the gold mining trucks, the huge big haulers that they use. Like the tires are taller than a person on these things, and you see them, they look like little matchbox toys going up and down these ramps. So yes, we stopped off there. It was still stinking hot. It was windy as well. Hot and windy, not ideal. Janine is a twin, but these aren't her sisters. This is her posing with one of the, what do you call that, a scoop, I guess. This is Prospector Paul. And here we are early in the morning. Now we got up early because we thought we'd beat the heat. So this is 5:30 in the morning. It's already 32 degrees. And off we went collecting rocks. This is again opalite. Opalite seems to be everywhere, from Kalgoorlie down to Norseman. And the thing is, you'll find different types. Like here there was more sort of browns and dark greens and reds. And then from there we moved on to a different location, which you'll see in a minute. So Janine's just digging out some nice brown ones here. So this is what we got at this location. That one at the top middle there, the brown with the opalite stripes in it, is amazing. I can't wait to do some work with it. And this is, again, it's a road that's been blocked with lots of opalite. That one there, look at that, those bands of opal. Can't wait to work on him. This is typical of what you see, this sort of emerald yellow green opalite. This one here is a band of opal running right through the middle of it. And these are the green, the dark green, red colours you find. Very different to what you find down at Norseman, but the same rock, just different colours. This is different. Look at this, these sort of speckly giraffe patterns. So more red and green. Oh, look at that vein of, I guess that's quartz running through it, I'm not sure. Some more speckly sort of spotty ones with lines this time. From there we jumped just a few hundred metres. We drove, not realising it was that close, to the next location where you find the mint green and very bright green opalite. And it's laying around everywhere. Again, this is a mine. I'm not sure what they were mining here. It could have been gold. But the fact that there's all this green stuff, maybe it was copper, I don't know. I really don't know. So that was an easy sort of find, just walk around picking him up. And this is what we got. At this stage it was about 35 degrees and we'd had enough. We were about to head to Hyden. And these are some of the rocks we got. So this beautiful mint green opalite. I keep saying opalite, it's common opal. Just think of it as common opal, not precious opal. So precious opal has the colour flash, common opal or opalite doesn't. It doesn't produce a flash of colour like precious opal. So yeah, lots of greens, and these polish up very well as well. Lots of, what do you call that, mint green I guess. A few things, this has sort of like a breccia running through it. It's interesting. Lots of very bright ones here. It's almost the shape of Australia, I guess, if you use your imagination. Nice colours. This, I'm not sure what this is. I have seen something like it before. I'll have to look it up. I'm not sure. More opalite. I really love that fresh green colour. I also found this. This is a ball from an old ball mill. So the ball mill they use to crush the rock. So it must have been a gold mine. There you go. It's probably a gold mine if they had a ball mill there. So they'd crush the rock and then sieve it out or whatever they do to separate the gold from it. So from there we end up at Hyden on the way back home. Hyden's known for its wave rock. Now Janine hadn't seen wave rock before, so I thought I would film her reaction as we wander in. I'd been here a few times before. I don't know how impressed she was. I think so. Maybe she was lost for words. It is very impressive as you walk around, and it just keeps going and going and going. It's 15 metres high. It's quite high. What's that, about 50 foot? And I think 150 metres or 300 metres long, I'm not sure. Fairly long. And it's just amazing, out in the middle of nowhere.
is awesome.
Yeah, okay, she was impressed. It is very impressive. I'd like to take a skateboard here one day. And it does, it goes around that corner there for quite a way. Here's a few photos I took while I was there. This is something called Hippo's Yawn. So again, a rock formation. Sort of looks like a hippo yawning, I guess, without his teeth. That's why he's yawning. He's just woken up and hasn't put his teeth in. Hippo's Yawn. There she is again. Now I actually went at first light while Janine was still sleeping, because I wanted to try and get it with the sun on it, but the sun's on the wrong angle. But it was still nice to get here, and it's weird, like because of the dew, I guess, on the rock. It smells magnificent. It's sort of like marshmallows mixed with honey. It's a real weird smell, probably to do with the bushes as well, but it seems to be a combination of the two, the dew on the rock and the type of bushes that are there. This was a panoramic shot I did of it. This was something a bit different. And then on top of Wade Rock, all these big boulders. So you walk around the side and then up on top, and there's all these big balancing boulders there. It's quite amazing. I don't know how many people actually get up to have a look at this, but it was pretty impressive. And if you're going there, I'd recommend it. There's me taking a photo. Now also, while you're in Haydn, there's a cave. I think it's called Mulca's Cave. I should have looked it up. And it's quite a grisly story, whether it's true or not. I won't go into it. But there's hand paintings, there's Aboriginal paintings all over this cave. Like the hand one, when they put their hand up and they fill their mouth with pigment and spit at the hand and creates a hand. There's a snake there, but you'll see all these hand ones in a minute. So it creates an impression, a silhouette of your hand on the rock. That's these here. And there's probably about 100 or so. So we left Haydn and headed for home, and on the way dropped into the rock shop that I go to occasionally, a bit too occasionally really, and picked up a few buckets of rocks. So I picked up a bucket of peanut wood, about 10 kilograms of peanut wood, and this stuff here, this is zebra rock as opposed to zebra stone, sometimes known as zebra quartz, and some amethyst. Now the reason I bought these rather than go collect them is that sure you can find them in our state, but it's at least 10-15 hour drive north to go get them, and we'd gone south rather than north, so I was happy to get some. This is peanut wood with a bit of mookaite on the side of it there. Some more beautiful patterns. This will probably be one of my next batches I polish, this zebra stone. Lots of amethyst. And then one more piece of peanut wood. And now this is everything that came back with us. So that's the Chrysocolla and Azurite from Ravensthorpe. A few pieces of copper slag, just to see what happens when we cut them. And then this Dendritic Opalite from Norseman. Lots of different colours, along with a few pieces of merlinite. Very nice. And then all this lepidolite. Quite a few bucketfuls. Well, 2 bucketfuls to be exact. So yeah, those pinkish ones were all from pretty much one rock. It was a big chunk of rock, and I probably took 1/10 of it. I just hit it with a sledgehammer and took a few pieces. So that's lepidolite. That's from, where is that? From Witchy-Mortha area. And this is the first site we went to in Kalgoorlie for the brownie green opalite. And this stuff here is from the location a few hundred meters further on. The more mint green, emerald green stuff. Again, it's opalite, common opal. This is all the zebra rock that I got. Beautiful patterns. That will definitely be one of my next tumbles. And lots of amethyst. So I bought 3 buckets, each about 10 kilos. There's some amethyst, and then lastly, some peanut wood. That's from up the Gascoyne Junction area in Western Australia. So there it is. The complete collection of rocks we brought back with us. I thought you might enjoy a few bloopers from our time away.
Hey, g'day. You didn't.
Because we recently went on a rock hunt and she came along.
Willingly?
That's not very good.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey, g'day. Ants.
Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I enjoyed making it. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And if you know anyone else that'd be interested in this type of stuff, maybe let them know, share it with them. Anyway, until next time, see ya.